My name's David Chardier. I'm from Arctic Security. I'm the CEO, and we help organizations take threat data and match it to asset owners so people can fix problems. We work a lot with governments, and then we see the importance of Geneva, and we see the importance of helping people learn about policy, cyber policy, because it's really lacking in most governments. So this is an area that, the educational system really needs to put a lot more effort in, because the cyber world is without borders.
I think it's really knowing your risk. So if you're a CEO or CFO or any C-level person, it's all about risk management. It's better to know about a risk and then make a determination. So it's really helping people to understand that what's their risk profile, and then let them make whatever decision is right for them. So if you don't know about a risk, that's not good. If you know about a risk and then you do something, it might be right, it might be wrong, it might be too little, too much, but at least you did something based on knowing the risk. So it's really helping people understand what the risk is so they can make a decision that works for their organization. Most companies don't understand incident response, incident management, and today we're helping really early detection, and then we're not really so much focused on the incident response, incident management. There's a lot of people that can help them with that, but that's an important area because you need to know how to respond to an incident and what you should do and what you don't do, and that's often missing from CEO education, because how would they know if nobody tells them? What I think is interesting is the diversity of policy opinions, and a little bit dependent on where they come from, their backgrounds, if it's military or if it's academic. I think it's very interesting to see the different policy choices and a little bit, how they're formed and how they think. It's very interesting because attribution is very difficult in cyber. So policy decisions are often difficult because really the only thing we can really do is make it harder for the bad guys. So, that needs to be a big focus on making it harder, because then we reduce a lot of the noise. Then we can concentrate more. Obviously, if we make it harder and somebody compromises us, that tells us a bit about who did it, because they have a lot more capability. And that narrows down the player field substantially. Bad guys are very well organized. The criminal enterprise is very well organized. They have a big structure, they have market, people are working together. The bad state actors use criminal enterprise because it's plausible deniability. So the bad state actors, organized crime, are very well organized, and the good guys aren't, because it's very much everybody fend for themselves. So we don't have that NATO feeling, one for all. For one, it's everybody tries to do what they can do for themselves, and it's very difficult for an individual company, even a big company, do this on their own, because the bad guys are super well organized and have lots of resources. And that's why I'm trying to get more people to organize. So the good guys, if we were to organize this a little bit, we'd be able to make it really hard for the bad guys. We focus on defending. How do we use our limited assets to defend? If we use them inappropriately, if we try to study all the why they're hacking us, that doesn't help us. We could spend that money much more in hardening our attack surface, then we don't get attacked, because we got to make smart choices on how we spend our money.